I guess this wasn't moving at all. There it goes. Weird. Anyway, so we got all that done with now. We just need to have this. But what we do need, actually, we do need something else here. And that is to say, if I is 0, or if I is greater than 0, to add to it. So it would be element, no. What we need to do is, okay, if it's greater than 0, we need to add B0 to it again. So B0 plus equals B0. And take that off. Okay. Now that should work. Although I want to check it before we do anything with it, just to make absolutely sure it's working. Alright. So 36 again. Yes. So. Okay, yeah, it works that way. Sweet. Hit pause here so we can make a break. God damn it. Don't want that there. I want to break it up here somewhere. I'll break it on this end of that curly brace there. Archer 2 now. G0, G00. Sweet. Alright, so that works now. We can go ahead and take the brakes off of there. We still got them down here, which is good. You want them down there somewhere. Alright, continue. Yes. So let's start this run a couple times. Alright, so what's I around 11, so 10. So element 10 will be getting taken off here. Cool, I'm dead. You know, there's a problem though. That's still, the IRAND is still 10. What's going on here? Okay, I see the logic problem here. We have to actually break out of these. Because we only want them to run until we actually have something happen. But after that happens, we don't want them to run anymore. So actually we were having some unwanted behavior, even though it was actually working. There's a paradox for you. Code that's not behaving correctly, but that's actually working. Although that's not really that bizarre. So you can have code that works, but code that doesn't work the way you want it to work. It's the very definition of a logic error. It'd be so much easier just to copy paste it. I don't know why I'm typing it in for. Could save a couple seconds. Multiply that by the number of times you have to add it, and it turns out to be probably about half a minute. I want to make sure I'm not skipping anything we need to do by putting these in. Alright, that should help. Now, let's see if we can get this to work properly. Or the way we intended it to. Alright, so. IRAND is 16. Nah, okay, now it's 4. That's good. So remove element 7, which is 26. Or no, 7 minus 1, so it's actually number 6. So IRAND is 7 again. So 7 minus 1, so it should be getting rid of 26 this time. Yeah. Cool, it's working. Now let's take a look at our vector here. So, well, that's interesting. We got a 5 in here somehow on the first one. That shouldn't have happened. Or actually, wait. So within the block, it should actually be even, random, even, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd. So actually, this isn't right. It's not operating correct. It's just doing evens, not also odds. Alright, so let's see. Let's close this. I know why. We set I4 to 1, but when it goes through and iterates, it becomes 2 if it's set to 1. We want to put it on 0. That way it actually puts it to 0, then iterates it to 1. So that's what the problem was there. Let's put those, I'll put the breakpoint here instead. So we don't have to keep on hitting other things all the time. So same thing here though. Well, only if they're iterated, I guess. I think, yeah, I3 is. So anything that we set to 1 is going to actually set back to a different value. So we actually want to do it to 0 when we reset. Is that the only time it ever resets? That's interesting. Or no, down here too. There should be 2 more here. Alright, so now we'll see if we get something a little bit better that works a little more correct. So 36. Yes, continue. Run it a few times. Uh-oh. We got ourselves an out of range vector. So we're at though, and why? So A block is 2. RT blocks size is 2. It should be 1. So how does A block get to 2? RT blocks dot size I6 is 1. So RT blocks. So the problem is that we actually ended up getting on to block 2. That's what happened. I6 is 1, which means it's 2. So I5 2. Okay, so we need to figure out how to keep this from happening. So technically it's still under 2. Maybe we should go minus... No. These are the other kind of things that happens when you actually get something to work. Then you go and check it, something happens that makes it not work. So the main problem that's happening is that we're going through and, for whatever reason, I guess, our original for loop here is not running out of pockets before I hits... See, I is 15 here. It should be closer to like 36 or something. Actually, it should be it should actually be less than or equal to 36 because there are 36 pockets. But for some reason 15 got, I5 got iterated prematurely. So why is that? What's I3? I3 is a 1. So I need to check this stuff here. And also that one. Re-go it. Alright, first one I want to do is I also want to come down here and take this off. So I don't need that right now. And then we're going to do our thing here. Okay. Right away it did it. Oh, that's right, I need to do all of the I3 things so we can see what's really going on. So there ain't only one of them, there's 4 of them. Any one of these could be causing the problem. Wait, is I3 incremented? It is, so we're actually double incrementing it. So that could be one of the problems. So let's take off the second block there. So you don't need it now. So it's auto-incrementing itself. Which is fine. So actually we were doubling it. Interesting. That could definitely cause some problems. Actually, I don't want to have that. Alright, take that out. So now what's the problem here? There's a curly brace inconsistency or incongruency here. There's one missing from here that should be here. I guess it's this one. Yeah, just that one curly brace missing. Sent it all to hell. Alright, now let's try this again. 36, yes, 1. Alright, we don't need that. So I3 is what we're watching here. Okay, something went really scurry there if you just saw it. It skipped up to some really high number. Let's try it again, figure out what's going on here. So why is okay, I3 is not still not right though, because what in the bloody hell is going on? Godly's locked, and so it shouldn't be a problem. Even's 12, 13. How did this get... Oh, 13 minus 1 is 12, though. Oh, no, 13 minus 1 is 12. So... why? How did I get to 13? And something is really just totally screwed up now. Where is my... let's see, the value is even. Odds. Odds, evens. So that's working right. So what the hell? What's going on there? So these are backwards. Interesting stuff. This should be odd, not even, because we're in the odd section. Okay, let's see if there's any other issues somewhere. Yeah, this is... no, this one is correct. Or is it? If block is odd, if value is supposed to be even. Now this is backwards too. What about this? This one's correct. How about up here? Is this also screwed up? I'd be willing to bet that it could be. And it is. Alright, that should fix that bug now. So we now know that it's going alternating because it hit that now, and we never hit that before because it was never going to the odds. So it's staying even. So we know that part works now. That's good. Okay. Now, next question is, why the bloody hell is I going to 13 for? It starts out at 13. It doesn't just go to 13, it starts there. Oh, this is actually fairly subtracted from 2 though, so maybe I'm not in the right section for it to be picking up. Yep, there we go. Odd. So odd, even. Actually, it should be the other way around, shouldn't it? It should be even, odd. Still, it's going back and forth now, which is awesome. Wasn't doing that before. Now I gotta find the spot, the I3 that we're not covering, because somehow it's getting skipped over. Alright, so we got a thing here. Whoops, I should have let it, should have done a retry so I could break it. Okay. So, out of range, again, A block 2. Am I setting I5 to 0 or 1? To 1. So 1. What am I actually using I5 for though? Yes, for this. Because we have to have it as an even or an odd so that it works that way. Alright. Although, well, yeah, it has to be 1 because we have to have an odd for it to start on odds. So we can have an even starting with the first number. Although that doesn't seem to be working right now. Else if block is odd. If I4 is 0, we'll start an even. And actually that should be a 2. Not a 1. So that's probably why we're starting off wrong there. Now, what I need to figure out is, well, okay, since we're doing this now, we're actually using, again, 2 per thing, so we actually want to divide this by 2. We want this to be half of pockets, because we're only going to be adding half of the total number of pockets, technically, through the loop. The others get added in as a reaction to what's going on, but we don't actually add them through the loop like we do with the first 18. So that could be the first area where we're having problems. So restart. So let's have a look at our thing now. So 16.5, 26.1, 17.6, 27.2. So yeah, that's working now. No, it's still hit and fail. What's I? 18. So, oh, I said less than or equal to 18. Right. Well, no, why is it... Okay, so we hit that, hits that. Break from there. I starts at 0, doesn't it? Yes, okay. So that minus... We're going to do this minus 1. Or rather, we just do it this way. So pockets divided by 2. 18, okay. Here we go. We'll see if we can... Alright, so here's the order. Sweet. Yep, there it is. You can see it. We have an even on... if you look at the order here, and you have to kind of use a little bit of a looping mindset here. If you look at B18, G0, and B26, that's even on 0 on even, and on the other one it's R17 on 0 on R17. So we have a B on a B, a B on 0 on B, and a R on 0 on R, and also an even on 0 on even, and an odd on 0 on odd. So this is, for all intents and purposes, a properly set up roulette wheel ordering, if you will, for the standard 36 version. What we want to do now is we want to see if it'll work on the larger scale. So, and see what kind of other issues come up because of that. So 72. Let's go ahead and take these off. We'll add more in if needed. Oh, holy hell. Yeah, we got some issues here. That's interesting. It's printing out a bunch of gibberish. Alright, so we gotta figure out what's going on with that. I think the first place we start is up here at this, not that, but the, where is it? Here, this. Let's start up here with that. So we got 0, 2 zeros, 4 zeros, and a bunch more zeros. So that didn't actually work as it was supposed to. Oh, because we're adding it to itself, and so we're adding 1 0, then we're adding 2 zeros to 2 zeros, and 4 zeros to 4 zeros. Yeah. So instead, we'll just add a 0 on like this. And that'll fix that one problem there. Now that's not causing the other issues, but that'll fix that one problem. Alright, bingo. Now, the other issues that we have to figure out. I'm going to put a thing here. And we're just going to go through this a couple times. That's interesting. Well, it's less messed up this time, but still there's things that are not correct. Let's see. Go back again. So, Well, that's odds. We want the RT block here. Okay, so far, this seems to still be working properly. And this is still working properly. The thing is now is when we go into the next block, though, things seem to just break down. So we need to figure that out. So it should be, and yeah, so we're at the next series of blocks now. So we only have we have 14 here, and we have, look at this, we have 25 here. We shouldn't have 25. We should have well, actually a 19, yes, because that's correct. Now after that, this one should have stopped. And here's where I think where the problem's happening at. Is that we're taking these and we're putting them, half them in here or something. And they're not getting added here correctly. As you can see, there's some that are coming through as not being properly done. And then there's also some getting added here. So at some point in place, so A block is 3. So if we're adding to block 2, now see, this shouldn't be 1. I5 shouldn't be 2. I5 should be, well, let's see. That's based on a 0, I believe now, right? We switch it to 0. No, it's still 1. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 2. Now that would mean we're in. That's correct. So we're in block 2. So this is correct then. What's not correct is this. This. No, that's correct too. That is correct. That's 4. A block 3. Alright, let's continue through one iteration here. So element B67. So the next one should be R68. Okay. And 3. Again, this is not correct. Damn it. Let's see. It should be 19, not whatever that is. So we gotta figure out why that's happening. So figuring out that's gonna answer the question as to what the hell's going on with everything else. So I believe that's what's causing the crashes to happen. So that seems to be that it's adding things it's not supposed to. Why would it be doing that? We'll have to watch every single one of these, which sucks. That's going to be necessary, so we can figure out what's going on and why it's happening. Debugging is always a really time-consuming thing. Alright, so we got those in place. We need to get the ones up here. RT. Okay, that's all of them. So let's throw it through again. 72. Alright, so B16. R17. B71, R72, B46, R47, B9, R10, B70, R71, B15, R16, B48, R49, B33, R34, 42, 43, so up until 18, things seems to be going correctly. So let's put one more here now, so we can take a look at this. So we got 1919. So far this is correct, and I wish I wouldn't have just killed out like that. So far this is correct. 1919. The last one is 27, and so it should be 28 on 2. Yeah. One thing that I want to check on our tables, once we hit the middle one, yes, the odd, or even. There should be an even and an even and an odd on those two. Although, again, we don't have to do exactly correct, but that could figure into how things are calculated. So the middle one would be 10, I guess. So I'm not seeing any, it's all just completely at that. There's no double even or odd there. But that's fine, I'm not going to put in code to figure that out. Alright, so now this is when things start going to hell. Now we need to figure out why. So we're adding to block 2 now. Okay, so that's correct. So far. The things start going to hell in a handbasket pretty damn fast. So 35, that one should be 30, yeah, okay. So far that's correct. Now here we have a problem. We have an empty element. Oh, interesting. I see the issue here. These aren't going to whatchamacallit, are they? To the string stream. I wonder if that's it. Although that doesn't make any sense because they've worked most of the time before. But that could be what's going on with them. And see, these ones aren't even on the correct one either. Look at this. What the hell? Block -1. Well, that's correct, but the other stuff isn't. They should all have this element thing above them with the string stream function being called. So elements R and epict picked. So this could be where the problems are happening at. Now, one cause for this could be, for the other thing, is might be because there's something here that's not flipping like it should. We'll have to see what's up with that. Let's see, where else do we have things like that that are incorrect? Let's see, or was that the only one? That could also be the case if that's the only one that was doing that. That might be why there weren't any major problems until then. Yes, that was the only one that didn't have that stuff in it. Now let's go back up to our comment block up here. So current block, the type of value to be added, the section. So with the flip though, I think this is something else other than the flip. Well, that was a little interesting adventure there went on. Play call. I recorded, ran out of room on my recording drive, and then for whatever reason, I guess because I tried to start recording again because I hadn't realized it, because the computer, my computer window hadn't updated. So I didn't know that there was all that space was gone. So I tried to start again, and then it ended up freezing not my computer, but freezing the, I guess it'd be video cards. And so the screen got stuck as a black screen. No matter what I did, tried restarting, tried logging off through the security manager, whatever this is called, the Control-Delete screen for Windows 7 and Vista. Nothing happened, so I had to just hard reset it, or I guess soft hard reset it. And so we're back up, and we're going to continue now with what we were doing. So, now I was looking at the, let's go and open this back up again. Waterfox here. So I was looking here and I was thinking, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, the way this works though is that it should kick right, well, no, you see it goes from 11 even to 12 even instead of odd. Actually, we could do that very easily with our code. Same over here with odd. It depends on the first value for the first value in the block, really. But what we could do for that is, I was just thinking about this while I was getting things back up, is we could take the value that determines whether it's even or odd that we're looking at, which is, I guess, 4 here, and say if I3 equals 11, to set this to 0, or whatever value it needs to be to have it be even. So odd starts, so it would be it's set to 0 for even. But in this case, that's when it's odd, but when it's even, we have to do that too. So, in here, I guess we could say at the end of this, okay, here of this, we say if I3 equals 11, which means we've done the 11th value. We set I4, in this case, would be to 0. So we do another even instead of an odd. So I4 equals 0. And we do the same thing down here in the odd section. So we'll see how that works. Okay, so we're checking each one as we're going through. We'll see what happens now, then. We'll just put it on the end. Actually, let's go ahead and remove all breakpoints. Delete all. Okay. Build and go. Well, now we need to set this as the... Okay, no, it is now. Alright, so yeah, build and go. So, 71, or 2 rather, I was writing that one. 1. Alright, so let's see now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, see, it didn't actually do that, did it? So, another thing I'm looking at here, though, is that we have a bunch of blacks and then reds. It's not properly combined. On this first one, anyway. The second one, or the second, I don't know, let's say this is the second part. The second one seems like it did it fine, but the first one, it didn't do it right. Is it the same down here? Reds, 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 and then blacks. Things are still not working totally correct. But we're getting closer. We don't have all that crap that we had in here before. So, 1 step forward, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, I believe is the term. The terminology for it. That very much applies here. So, question is, what the hell is going on? Alright, so block starts odd, so this is the odd one. So it should be B-O-R-E and R-O-B-E. Okay, that's correct. B-E-R-O, R-E-B-O. Okay. So we should probably actually, what we should do is same as last time. I don't give a crap if it's slow or not. Because I have no clue why it's taking so long to move these things. What I'm hoping now is, I know why, it's because we're copying them instead of moving them. I'm hoping that copying doesn't trigger my computer's BS thing, whatever happens, I don't know. I think it's because of the RAM, but if you try to move large files on my computer, eventually the file movement, whatever this is, just stops moving things completely, freezes up, locks up, and you're lucky if you can get it to close. Most of the time you just have to restart or log out and log back in to kill it. But I'm hoping that this will work this way. So Yeah, we're gonna have to put a. We'll have to track every one of these again. Annoyingly, but gotta figure out what's going on. Wasn't planning to record this much for tonight, but like I said earlier, now that I've gotten into this thing, I'm committed to finishing it, and I'm going to do it while I'm recording. So you can kind of see the whole process from beginning to end on not at such a small scale. This is not by any means a definition of small program. It's a very complicated program, even though that's only a few codes. 500 lines long? 600? Almost 600 lines. It's still pretty damn complex. Although it'd probably be a little less complex if we knew the actual mathematical equation they use to calculate how the setup on the roulette wheel goes. But I guess it's a closely guarded industry secret, and they kill you if you tell anybody. So there's nowhere online that they post it at, except for that damn book. I'm not going to be cheap and go pirate it though just for this. Technically, that would be something you would just do for that. Go download it just for this one little thing that you need it for, that you'll never need it for again. Alright, so let's see, 72. Yes. Alright, so B36. Okay. Now the problem may come from let's see, here we go right here. Here's an example of where it didn't actually work right. Because look at this. We're doing O's here and we're doing E's. So I forgot to switch those when I was moving them around. So this should be O and this should be E. Oh, never mind. No, I was right. Screw what I just said. I have no clue what I'm talking about. But there was an example of where it didn't seem to work right. Bloody weird. Let's go ahead and run it again. Now that I've successfully made an ass of myself. I say, oh look, this is here and that shouldn't be there. No, wait. No, it is where it's supposed to be. Alright, so, E, O, because that's good. O, O. Well, you want to look at the first one. E, E, O, O. So B, R, B, R, B, R, B, R, B, R. I'm going to track I3 as we're going through this so I can see if it has anything to do with that thing that we did. B, R, B, R. Now this should be... Now if I look at this... whoops. On number 11, we should have an even, and it should be an even on the next one. Or maybe not. Alright, so 1140 and 1141. No, 1258. Yeah, so there we go. No, that's not right. It's supposed to be 11 on, it's supposed to be an even here. So no, 11, 12, so it's still not doing that correctly. Okay, so we do have to add it to all, though I was wondering if we needed to or not, but I guess we do. So that might be where the problem is. We're doing it on some and not on others, and it's causing issues. I wasn't sure if we needed it on both or not, though. So in this case, it's an even that we were adding, so we want to make sure it comes back in even, so we want to make it a 1. Actually, what we can do here is say, then here say if I3 does not equal 11. That's why I was wondering if we needed it or not because of that. But apparently we do, so we'll go ahead and add them in on those. If somebody got caps on, I3 equals does not equal 11. If I3 equals 11, I4 equals 1. So we'll make sure it comes back odd again. And that's how you get to that. Alright, so rebuild and continue again. We could try it with 36 because it would work the same, but I want to try and kill 3 birds with 1 stone here. Alright, so I'm going to go to I being 12. What the hell's with that? That's wrong. Just seemed very strange. Okay, what the hell's going on with that? Did I hit I5 by mistake or something somewhere? Maybe just I. I4. 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 This crap don't make sense. What's going on here? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got all 4 of them there. Let's put one up here. Then I'm going to put one on the 4s here. Just the first 2 levels of if blocking here. So you can figure out what the hell is going on. Okay, let's try putting on the yeah, blah blah. I don't care, so I already know. Alright, 72. So I3, I4, and I5.